Anyone claiming that Ukrainian strikes on Russian refineries are meaningless either doesn't understand the situation or is deliberately misleading, argues Russian-Israeli military journalist Sergei Oslender in his blog. The effects are already visible. Fuel shortages have emerged. They are not yet crippling the frontline army, but they are spreading through the rear. The core issue, Oslender notes, is storage. Russia's oil industry has always been geared toward exports, first to the West during the Soviet and post-Soviet eras, and later toward China. When the Kremlin launched its three-day war against Ukraine, those traditional export channels collapsed. Redirecting supplies to China, touted as the fallback option, has turned out to be far more complex than Moscow imagined. The infamous oil spill in the Black Sea, which blanketed the water with fuel oil, was itself a consequence of the lack of storage capacity. Industry insiders point out that once a certain percentage of refining capacity is disabled, a full-fledged crisis becomes inevitable. Some estimate this tipping point at around 15%. I can't say for sure if that figure is accurate, Oslender admits, but the point certainly exists, and Russia is getting close to it. The gasoline shortage has already sparked public outrage, even among pro-government Russians. Nikolai Bondarenko, a Communist Party deputy and millionaire blogger, lashed out on his blog. How can a country that calls itself a gas station run out of gas? Everyone already knows there are no medicines, no planes, no computers, processors, or chips. But at the very least, the state should provide fuel to its own people. Prices are soaring because supply is shrinking while demand keeps rising. The government shrugs it off. Why not invest in production, in the real economy, in the oil sector? But that would require spending money, taxes, and savings, and the government has other plans for them. It starts in primary, but there's no doubt shortages will spread. After that will come higher prices, and then a lower standard of living. More deaths, fewer births. Who will start families in such conditions of uncertainty? Russia's fuel crisis is directly tied to its war of aggression against Ukraine. Kyiv has worsened the situation by systematically targeting Russian refineries. Since early August, the Sazon, Novokuibishevsky, Saratov, and Volgograd refineries have been knocked offline. Rosneft's Ryazan refinery, a key supplier for Moscow and its region, has lost half its capacity. The Slavyansk, Afipsky, and Novoshakhtinsk plants have also come under attack. Altogether, roughly 13% of Russia's refining capacity has been paralyzed. The shortages are already being felt far from the front. In the Sakhalin region's Kuril Islands, rationing has been introduced, a sign that the crisis, once localized, is steadily spreading across the country.